Hey everyone, so we are back in the Great Smoky Mountains. Nick and I are here to do a quick hike. It's going to be a through hike of the Lakeview or Lakeshore Trail. We parked his vehicle over on the other end where the Benton McKay and the Appalachian meet at Fontana Dam. And we're currently parked right at the end of the road to nowhere. I can see the tunnel up here just a couple hundred yards away. This is going to be a short hike, only 25 or so miles, 25-30 miles. We're expecting 2 nights, kind of 2 days of hiking. Should be a lot of fun. So the weather should be pretty good. It was raining pretty hard on our way up here, but it's let up. And then tomorrow is supposed to be really beautiful. So looking forward to a good hike. I don't know. Let's get on the trail. All right, here we go. Tell you, we're running a little behind. You know, to do this through hike in 2 days, we basically just have to cut the Lakeshore Trail in half. So we've got to get, I don't know, 12 or 13 miles. But it took us, you know, half the day to get here. So it's already lunchtime. And it being January, it's going to get dark like 5:30, 5:40. So we've got to get a move on if we want to get into camp before night. I mean, if it's dark, it's dark. It's not a big deal. It's kind of an ominous tunnel. I'd really hate to have to walk through here in the middle of the night. Watch a good scary movie and then come walk through here. Other than that, it's pretty cool. Lakeshore Trail and then tunnel bypass if you're not interested in going through the tunnel. It's just not that long of a tunnel. I guess if it was in the middle of the night, I'd probably take the bypass. Let's be honest here. I love seeing those mountains off in the distance. So we're about 2 miles in. You know, this is a really great trail. It's really wide open. You could almost drive a four-wheeler through it. It's so wide. Wet as heck out here.
But the leaves keep it from being muddy.
Yeah, not too muddy. Not yet anyway. Glad I'm not carrying more than 1 liter of water.
Thanks.
He always carries 2. What is that, the 9th stream crossing there, Nick?
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, good trail so far. What do you think? Lakeshore Trail to the right?
There's an arrow.
Looks like there's an arrow there. All right. What does this sign say? It just says Lakeshore that way. I think we keep going down, dude. Hey, didn't you say there was a switchback on the map?
I think so.
This is probably would be considered a switchback, though it's not that steep right here.
Yeah, we're at 2,000 foot elevation. We lost it.
Tell you, what a beautiful area. I really like the Smoky Mountains in the fall winter time frame. You get to see a lot more of your surrounding with the tree covered with all the leaves down. Awesome, very beautiful. Definitely want to spend more time hiking in the Smokies in the future. Then we got another sign here. What do we got? Looks like we're going to the left. And look at this. That's just awesome looking. Yeah, it's just awesome right here. I didn't think the trail dipped down into the shoreline like this. It's very cool looking. Hopefully we haven't gone off trail. We just saw a sign back there. It said Lakeshore. It's alright, I'll check Avinza after a little while. Now, regardless of where we go, as long as I have a GPS track, I can import that into caltopo.com and generate those geospatial PDFs that Avinza uses. And so we always have an Avinza map as a second source. I've got a printed paper map as well. And then of course we still carrying my Garmin InReach. I like having the Avinza just to show me I'm still on the trail I'm expecting to be on. It's like right now, this doesn't look like a trail. It's really cool.
We should have went back that way.
Yeah, maybe we should be over there. Hey, let me check Avinza. You can't really see it, but we did track off a little bit. We're gonna go back up maybe 500 feet, 600 feet to where we saw a sign and see where we tracked off the trail. So we did miss our turn and we followed this trail, this path, because it goes out to a fire ring. Somebody's been camping out there on that riverbank. And what caused us to miss our turn was this downed tree. Like, here. That's us right there. And then the trail goes up. Well, that's inconvenient. You wanna go through or go up? Say we just go through. Ugh. So apparently Nick's the smarter one of the two of us. He found the little side trail that people have been going down and then back up to the trail. And Nick and I just realized, like, man, I'm feeling tired. We've gone 7 miles and we haven't stopped for a break yet. Like we're driving to get to the campsite before dark. It's been a really great trail. A little bit more up and down than I thought it would be. Not too bad at all though. It's hot, man. For January, this time last year, it was probably 15, 20 degrees. Right now it's gotta be 50, 55. I'm freaking sweating. It's balmy. I've got dry clothes to sleep in tonight. Everything I've got is soaked through with sweat. Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere, find a chimney. That's just cool.
A little retaining wall that was built.
So somebody at some point in their lives called this home. This was their backyard. That's incredible. Well, home sweet home. We made it to campsite 98. It's not as wide open as some of the other ones we've seen, but it's still pretty nice. We've got a cable system over here with a lot of good trees. And then across this stream is another cable system where you can tie horses. And then there's another fireplace back in there as well. All in all, I think it's gonna be a pretty good site. Lots of good water. We got in nice and early, so we got plenty of time before the sun goes down. What a great day. In terms of gear, I'm a creature of habit. I don't really have any new gear. I'm still using the homemade top quilt, homemade underquilt that I did for the Foothills Trail. I did upgrade the tarp to a Dyneema hammock gear tarp probably 3 hikes ago. Really like that. It doesn't have quite the same coverage as my other homemade one, but it's super light. It's a great tarp. Don't regret buying it at all. I mean, other than that, it's all pretty much the same. I got a few odds and ends for Christmas. You know, I got a nice titanium windscreen for my cat can stove, and a couple other things, but no major changes to the loadout for this trip. So I was about to set up and, you know, do a little eating and whatnot by this fire pit. We got a little bit of a sprinkle, so I think I'm just going to kind of keep things under the tarp, keep stuff dry for now. So less camp videos today. Maybe we'll get more camp videos tomorrow. The weather's supposed to be a lot better. It's getting dusky anyway. Anyway, all we got left to do is eat. I'm not doing anything special for food. I'm not one of those guys that does crazy food stuff. I've got some peanut butter wraps, pepperoni wraps, maybe a Mountain House meal, that kind of stuff. Bag of chips. What else? Temperature, so we had a warm day. It was probably in the 50s. Tonight's supposed to get down to about 38, and then maybe tomorrow night we're supposed to get down to about 35, so nice warm, not a warm trip, but it's not cold. It's not too cold at all. It's like a little bit of chill in the morning, and that's about it. Really good first day. Looking forward to tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna get some food in me, some water. I'll catch you guys in the morning. So we're up early as usual. We got up at like 5 o'clock, just kind of squared things away. We're all packed up at this point. I think it's almost 6. We'll go ahead and hit the trail. Now the sun's coming up. Walking around this lake is just beautiful. Get that 30-foot high barrier all the way around this lake. If we eat now, and we drink our water, drink most of it, we can top a liter off. You know? You got the better chair, huh? I take it as a good sign that we're hungry enough to eat it. I tell you, it's really easy to misjudge your miles in the Smokies. Did it last time with Mike when we were doing the smoke mount, kind of that loop up to the Appalachian Trail and back. We bit off way more than we could chew that second day. Nick and I are looking at, we're coming up the trail. We're thinking we're close to campsite 88. Man, we're like 4 or 5 miles off of that. We came to a sign, it was 77. Like, wait a minute. Pulled the map out, took a look. Like, we're nowhere near as far away as we thought. So, we're like 7 miles in right now, 7.5. We probably have another 7.5 to go. Again, we're looking to get to campsite 90. That's gonna give us, hopefully, 5 miles tomorrow. to get out of here. That'll be a good weekend trip. Snake. We almost stepped on this little guy. I found a nice little river. I think we're coming up on like campsite 86 or something. Still have 4 more miles or whatever. So we think this is the end of the Lakeshore Trail, and then it just becomes the Benton Mackay Trail. You can see there's a little marker right down there. It'll let us know to go across the bridge. Pretty cool. Wow. There's a whole settlement here. That's Hazel Creek. Stand corrected. We crossed the bridge, and it does look like Lakeshore Trail keeps on going. So we're 4.4 miles from Eagle Creek Trail, which is the junction that we're looking for to get to campsite 90. Is this like a little ranger house or something? You know, even though it's running late, we don't want to run out of energy this last 4 miles. So this house is empty. We're just gonna sit up here on the porch and eat a quick snack, drink some water, fill up right here on this with this river, and then get back to it. All right, on the road again. Whew. Looks like we're gonna have a little uphill. Oh well. 4.4 more miles to go. Okay, so we just found a sign. We're still on the trail. It's almost 7 o'clock. Man, this last 4 miles has been tough. It's straight uphill and straight downhill. Anyway, this battery's about dead, so I'm just gonna finish this half mile out, set up for camp, and then we'll see you in the morning, all right? Well, good morning. So we got up at really early. Got up at like 4:15. Got on the trail at like 5. It was dark. I didn't bother filming anything. We've been coming down the Benton Mackay Trail. Still heading towards the dam. Man, campsite 90 was phenomenal. What? I wish I could spend some time there during the day. That was a really nice campsite. We did a little exploring by flashlight or headlamp. Found where our trail exits the camp and said we're gonna call it a night. We had a long day yesterday. Now we're like 3 miles from the vehicle. So far this hasn't been too bad. I wonder how long that's been sitting there. Whew. Here's another one. They don't build them like that anymore. What an awesome experience. The Smoky Mountains never disappoint. Anyway, it's time to put some clean clothes on and go find a little breakfast spot. I'm craving some bacon. Woo! Anyway,